hottest show on the internet, the hottest show period, because I have the best guests. And it's not just me saying it. You guys see who I have. Come on, you've tuned in to Seattle Connected, the show that connects you with entrepreneurs, business people, movers and shakers in our community. I'm letting you get to know them personally before they become household names, which we know they soon will be. Today's guest is about making you look your best on the screen, on camera. This man has a passion for it. He's not playing around. He's serious because this is his form of art. This is his form of therapy. And he loves what he does. And he loves connecting people with like-minded people. And that's what he does, Mr. Lights, Camera, Action himself. What's up, Lex?
What's up, man? Yeah, thank you for having me. I'm super excited to be here.
How was the intro?
Hey.
I always gotta ask, man.
I was over here cheesing, man. Yeah, nah, you bodied it. Thank you. And thank you again for having me. This is a beautiful setup you got going on here.
Absolutely, man. Thank you for taking time for Seattle Connected, man. We support you and all your endeavors. So when you said you would squeeze some time for us, I said, man, I got to jump at the opportunity. You just got back in town, right?
Yes. We were overseas at the Cannes International Film Festival for about a week and a half.
Okay.
Yeah.
Talk about that. How was that?
It was a truly a life-changing experience. Like just being able to be from here and represent for, black men like from America over there was just very, very validating.
Yeah.
There's no benchmarks. There's no career, like no one to tell me like, hey, you're doing a good job. Keep doing this for the second quarterly numbers, whatever. So it was good for like a career step of validation, I think, for me.
Nice. That's cool. Now, was that your first time going there? Or?
Yes. That was my first time in the south of France in general at all. Yeah. Okay. And it's not anywhere near Paris. Actually, I never had been over there, so I found out that the south of France is nowhere near Paris. And it was cool over there. The food, could have been.
It was all right, but you're like, you know what? I could work with this. I didn't come here for the food. So
Yeah.
Got you.
Barcelona's food now was fantastic.
Yeah?
Yes. Much better. I'm happy that we got to stop at least one other place than there before we had to come back.
Yeah. How long were you out there for?
About 11 days. Yeah, 11 days. Yeah, just really trying to soak it up, going to the festivals every day, networking, trying to meet at least like 10, 20, 30 people every day, like from the international film industries, going to the markets, going to the, after parties and things of that nature.
Yeah.
It was changed my entire perspective probably on the world, I think.
Yeah. Did you meet anybody out there from Washington?
You know what?
No, you run into
the
people.
First day I was there, we met the first people that we like interacted with were from Seattle.
What?
They didn't live there anymore. But
but they, okay.
He had a Seattle hat on. I didn't peep it until after we had started talking. Next thing you know, it's like, man, we did not come here to meet people from Seattle. Like,
right.
Can we meet anybody else? But it was cool and it was comforting. And every single day at the American Pavilion that they have there, pretty much that's where like the Americans would like gather around every day at like 5 o'clock for like a happy hour, which was like a breath of fresh air just being in, a foreign environment. Gotcha. The entire day. You knew when you get in there, the bartenders is going to speak English and things of that nature. So it was pretty nice to have that, just that comfort zone.
Okay. So you trying to do this whole film thing, man. I see.
Yeah, I'm trying, man. I'm trying.
I see. So when did you first decide that you wanted to take a stab at film, or you said, you know what, I got some ideas, I got a passion, I think I can do this, or at least I want to try?
I think we was filming YouTube videos when we was like 12, just for like, giggles and fun and stuff like that. So we always been filming YouTube videos, like funny haha stuff like that, never thinking that we was actually making movies and videos. And then that graduated to like skateboarding films and things of that nature, music videos. But I don't think I knew I could be a director until I actually like went to college for a quick second and then didn't really work out. But I didn't think I could even be a director until I found out, oh wait, because I went to school in North Carolina also. The school system over there might not be as great as over here. So like by the time I got to college, that's when I stumbled upon like somebody like shooting a video for like classwork, and I was like, yo, what are you doing? He's like, oh, it's the intro to film. I'm like, oh, snap. Right when I was about to switch my major, I wasn't doing so good in school. I was having too much fun. So my parents was like, nah, you're not finna go back.
Yeah.
But that's when I had the spark to be like, oh, that's what I want to do. Like, as soon as I found it, I was like, that's immediately what I want to do. Like, I knew, like, that's what I want to do forever.
That was it.
I just didn't know I could get paid off of it. I didn't know having the camera, shooting the videos of the homies skating was like videography. I didn't know that's what it was even called.
Yeah.
So, like, once I had that knowledge, I was like, oh, yeah, that's it. That's me.
Yeah.
Never look back.
All the way. Didn't look back. Okay. So what was the first thing you actually shot that you remember?
First thing I shot that I remember?
Like your first real project.
Like, what you mean? Like, that I got paid for, or like just that I uploaded to YouTube?
Okay, well, did you shoot anything that you had to turn in for like a final project?
Nah, I never went to film school.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
When I went to school, I was actually the only form of art that I knew I could go to school for at the time. I was a drawer, so I wanted to be a graphic designer pretty much.
Nice.
So I was in college for those couple of months for graphic design, but they put all the art kids pretty much in the same like 101 classes. So like that's how I found out those other guys was doing video stuff, because we was all in the same like intro to painting class or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Even though he was a intro to film, I was intro to graphic design. We all had to take the same like 101s or something like that. I really barely know, but I knew that's how I found that.
Yeah. So what was your first paying gig?
My mom's wedding.
Okay.
Yeah, my stepdad and my mom, they got married, and that was my first thing I ever got paid like to shoot.
Okay. Can we give a shout out to your mom?
Yes, shout out to mom. Shout out to Harold. Yo, I know y'all taking the Winnebago, going on the camping trips. My mom sends me like videos of them just like, you know what I'm saying, driving
living
around.
The best life.
Yeah, literally living the best life. It's like she's saying like the TikTok style video. She's like, hi y'all, this is where we are. Whoop whoop whoop.
That's dope. Shout out to moms. You gotta
yes.
show moms respect. Show them the love. That's what we do on Seattle Connected, man.
Very important. Wouldn't even be here without you, mom. Love you. Thank you for birthing me.
Yeah, you know. Hey, so as far as you directing, is there like a certain genre that you would say you tend to lean towards more than another, or you just whatever kind of comes to your mind, whatever you're feeling at the time? Because you know you have some directors, they only want to do, you know, really dark drama, or they want to do, you know, only comedy, or so what is your mindset when you go into directing a project? Are there projects that you won't do, or it just depends on how your creative juices get going and you say, okay, I could do something with that?
It's changed a little bit over time. At first I had to be malleable just because I had to keep the lights on. But nowadays I try to stick to things that will invoke feeling. If it makes me feel something, if it makes me feel angry, if it makes me feel sad, if it makes me feel happy, that's what I gravitate towards. And I know that's still pretty broad, but like that's like my number one determining factor of if I'm gonna take it on, whether it be like a commercial or a music video or a short film or a feature. Like it gotta make me feel something, or it has to like trigger something in some kind of way for me to like evoke emotion. And I guess like if I had to say like genre specific, I like to put a magnifying glass on the dark side of the American dream. That's like what I like to. So it's usually a little bit gritty, psychological, like raw, but it's more so like, I don't want to say real.
Well, I'll say this. Maybe what you're doing is you're just giving an honest perspective.
Love that.
Of the American dream, because a lot of times, you know, we always get I know how this is gonna end, everything's great, you know, the hero, the villain gets cut and all that, but that's not always what happens in real life.
Yeah.
So I know you're like, all right, we've seen that, but let me give you the flip side.
Yeah, you know, or at least I can meet you in the middle. Because we do have heroes and villains in our real lives. And, you know, sometimes the heroes remain victorious, sometimes they don't. But I do like the fact that you don't know.
Facts.
That's what it is. I think it's more so you don't know who's going to come out victorious, because it's not like a cookie cutter story that you already seen before. We already saw, you know, you watch a lot of movies. You said you just went to see the new Spider-Man. I'm going to see it tomorrow.
Yes.
No, I'm not going to see it tomorrow. I'm going to see it Wednesday.
Okay.
We have a whole film festival tomorrow that we have to do. Do not have time to go to the movies.
Yeah.
But you were saying like the new Spider-Man, that's like a completely different rendition of that Spider-Man. That's why it's probably so amazing.
Yeah,
we've seen so many films they remade.
Yeah, same
gotta
formula.
make something fresh.
You got to, if you want to keep people interested. That's how I am. I'm like, that's like when it comes to music. If I'm listening to something or someone says, "Oh, this guy sounds just like," I'm like, okay, but why would I want to listen to that?
I could just go listen to.
Yeah, I like to listen to the original person. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like if I can make this incredible steak at home and I know that they're going to make their steak the same way, same flavor, same everything in a restaurant, why am I going to go there? I'll just save my money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Especially since they're going to tax you like
come on,
times
man.
4.
Yeah. And then still be like, oh, here's the gratuity. If you want to add extra, it's like you already put it in my bill.
That was the one thing about France. They do not tip over there. Like it's not
really?
It's not a part of the culture over there. But on the flip side of that is I felt like the waiters and waitresses didn't necessarily care about our experience per se. Yeah. Okay. But I feel like over here they definitely gonna tip because they're gonna treat you a little better because they want to like that to reflect in the tip. Over there that didn't exist.
Okay, I got a question. Did you still tip?
Certain places, if it was coins, I don't like to jingle.
Okay.
So like if it was coins, I would just. But a lot, I didn't realize until the second or third day there they have like a $5 and a $2 coin. So I stopped doing that quickly. Okay. But like it's just sometimes they don't even have like an area for you to. Sometimes they do because we was in like a tourist spot as well. So like they know like if you're American, you probably just might tip off the strength.
Right.
Like, and that area is like a beach town, so people usually come over there if they got a little bit of paper on them, or like they just relaxing with their family on vacation, things of that nature. It's like Beverly Hills is the sister city to Nice. I think I read that. So it's like it's the kind of energy in palm trees, boardwalk, people running around,
shopping.
Yeah, exactly. Yep, Louis store, all that stuff right there.
So when you were there, did you ever name drop and tell them, say, "Yo, I'm Lex, so this meal should be comped"?
It's funny.
Yeah,
I actually tried to do that.
Oh, he saw it try. He's like, "Yeah, I tried."
So here's the thing. I had the credentials. So like I actually had the credentials. Actually, I carry it with me all the time. It's like a lucky charm now.
Okay. Nice.
From the festival, it's like official. It still has like the France feeling on it. Yes. Yeah. But I would just try to walk through into some places with it. Sometimes it worked. One time I walked through and I just felt like a really, really strong, and it was like this big dude behind me. I was like, he was like, I ain't even, you know what I'm saying? Just had to keep it pushing.
You're like, you're right.
Yeah, but most of the time, if you just walk in somewhere like you're supposed to be there and, with like assertiveness and I don't know, either they just really weren't too into their job or they just knew like, oh, he's supposed to be here.
Yeah. Huh. Okay. You had that vibe. He's like, yeah, he's probably supposed to be here.
Yeah.
But the big Dwayne Johnson dude
no, he would.
Nah. It's like, get out of here. So Lex, now how long have you been in Washington for?
This year makes 10 years.
Okay, so this is home.
Right. Yes. I turned 21 here. Yeah, like most of my life was pretty much like my adult life. Yeah, definitely in Washington.
Okay, yeah, man. Now being in Washington, do you find it a little more difficult as far as your line of work goes? Compared to like what we always think about, California, New York, Atlanta's popping now. New Orleans is getting some respect. So do you feel like it's harder out here, or you just have to make different connections, or you find yourself like, man, I gotta travel to this state to get this different look, or is it all the same?
I can only speak from my experience, but from my experience, I really enjoy being a big fish in a small pond. Like I really enjoy that for now. And the connections and the community that I've built here, I don't even think I could have built it in one of those bigger cities. Like this is like a really special place. Like I think Seattle's a really special place, and I don't think that I genuinely don't think that I could have had the same career progression here in New York or LA. I mean, it would look different there. It would feel different
Right.
there. Like I actually like meet people here that I'm gonna know for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
And oftentimes I go to LA, that's not necessarily the energy I pick up on immediately.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I lived in Tacoma for 5 years and I lived here for 5 years. So like I have family in both versus like I've been to LA hella times and I've not necessarily made as deep of connections.
Right.
I'm not saying they don't exist. I'm
No,
just
I know
saying
what
like
you're saying.
I think it's just very different. And also those places are just a plane ride away. And I feel like here I was able to build up a bigger name for myself that I think still carries weight in those places instead of going over there and being a nobody. So like the work that we're doing right now in New York is actually a Supersonics documentary, but it's funded by some homies over there in New York. Shout out to Aaron, shout out to Nate, shout out Brooklyn. And the guy over there, Nate, he's a super dope sports journalist for Slam magazine, so he just happened to be making a documentary, and I just happened to be the guy that he connected with over here. Shout out to Memphis. And I'm the guy on the ground that's, you know, Seattle connected.
Yeah.
So like
Seattle connected.
he just tapped in and was like, yo, like let's make this doc. You my mans. And then we spent like 6 months now. We filmed like enough to make a teaser.
Okay.
Yeah, enough to make a teaser.
Okay. Yeah, Seattle Connected every Friday, 6 p.m. on Facebook and YouTube. Anyway,
I like that.
I was
That
gonna. That's dope, man. That you're making those connections out of state, but you're still you still have your roots in, you know, Washington. You always come back home.
Yep.
And,
Emphasis on home too, for real.
That's dope.
It's like the air here is clean, the water here is clean.
Come on, man.
Like the water in New York sucks. The water in France sucks.
They'll tell you that. Yeah.
They say, yo, don't drink the tap water.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Like, you don't want to do that. You don't want
And I
to
believe
do
them.
that. Yeah. When you have free time, or no, I'm not even going to say that, because your line of work, you don't really have free time. You have time to work on other projects. You don't just, you know. Are you the kind of director who likes to collaborate with others, or you find yourself like, I need to create and be in my own zone? I'm kind of by myself, because some directors, they're like, I need to have 1,000% control. And then there's some who's like, all right, this is my project, but if you got any questions, ideas, suggestions, I'm up for it.
I'm trying to think about how to answer that correctly.
Oh man, I see where this is going.
No, it's not even that. Like, okay, so at its core, filmmaking is the most collaborative art form. Like with music, for example, you can record it by yourself, you can make the beat by yourself, you can engineer it by yourself, and you can put it out by yourself to distribution platforms.
True.
Filmmaking, that's much, much more difficult. Don't get me wrong, you can shoot it yourself, but can you, unless it's a one-man show, can you act in it yourself? Unless you're Tyler Perry, can you play all the parts? Can you do all the lighting? Like, you just need other people, no matter how, like, because I am a very much like I'm gonna just do it myself kind of guy, like at my core. So like having this be my job kind of forces me to like get into the community. It forces me to like work with other people. It forces me to like, if I want my stuff to be dope, you know what I'm saying? It forces me to like, hey, you're really good at that. I'm not that good at that. Can you come help me? And I give you some money. Or hey, my boy Rip, I can't do without this guy. Shout out to this guy right here. Like this guy, he pull up with the camera, boop, 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 boop. I'll edit it. I'll be in another country. He'll send me the photos, go to the event. I'll edit it, boop,
like
boop, boop, boop. It's like a well-oiled machine. So I'm very, very thankful for my friends and my associates. So I would say like, once you kind of like get into the community that we've built, and we kind of have built like some trust or some sweat equity or just some good faith between each other. Like those are the people that I definitely will take their criticism. Earlier this morning, I sent a flyer over to like my people, and I was like, hey y'all, what y'all think about this? And they were like, nah, that's not it. But we got to drop that in 2 days. So it's like really helpful for me to be able to, because I can't just stay in my head. Like I'm like, yo. And it was just me and my associate. She's also a graphic designer. So it's just me and her like going back and forth. I'm like, nah, we need 3rd, 4th, 5th opinions, because we got to make sure this is dope.
Yeah, what's her name?
Shaylee.
Shout her out.
Yeah, shout out to Shaylee. It's me and her. Yeah, without her, the scope screenings wouldn't even be possible. Let's be very, very, very clear. Yeah, she is an essential piece and one of my partners in this from the jump. Like her, Ripper, my boy Rose. I'm not gonna do the whole shout out list, but
I got you.
My peoples know, and they're all gonna be there tomorrow. So if you want to see who's really down with the Scope community, come tomorrow. I mean, this probably will be out way sooner than that, but Scope Screenings is it's back. We're in season 2. It's
Talk
basically
about that. What is Scope Screening? I like how you just jumped in it. Like, man, I'm not privy to the information ahead of time. So what's Scope Screenings?
Scope Screenings is long story less long. It's the only thing that got us accredited to go to the Cannes International Film Festival. So I curate a film festival here in Seattle called the Scope Screenings, and it's basically, let me think. It's the most unique film festival that has ever been created because we don't do it once a year. We do it like a TV show. We do it monthly. So bi-monthly since last year at the Crocodile Underground. So it's an underground film festival under the Crocodile and Hereafter. We play short films, music videos, commercials, reels, community PSAs, skits, basically anything less than 40 minutes in the short form content that you would generally see on the phone. So we give it a home other than just the internet, other than YouTube, other than Instagram. You come in a big audience, big screen with an audience of your peers, 150 people, and you hear the applause after the end of you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And between every single person that, every artist that screens, we do what's called a Lex Talk, where I basically interview them up on the stage. It's like a mini podcast, like 5 minutes.
Okay.
But like the directors can finally come, talk they talk. We always hear from the rappers and the singers and a lot of people, but we never really hear from the directors.
Yeah,
I'm here to like
the scenes. Yeah.
And I'm here to like Spike Lee that ish. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like I'm really here to Spike Lee that, and like, because you hear from Spike, you hear from the directors. I'm that next generation of that for real.
Yeah.
Like the director that's still a front man that still can advocate for the directors. Like there's a whole writer's strike going on right now. If anybody didn't know, the writers are on strike right now. None of our favorite shows are airing right now. Abbott Elementary, Bel Air, a lot of the shows are stopped right now.
Yeah. Because
the writers are not getting paid what they're worth. So like, I'm glad that I can even be here to say that, because there's some people that are like, why are the shows off? Yeah. That's why. But damn, back to the screenings though. July, that's when the next one will probably be after this one's out. It's going to be a 3-day phenomenal spectacle. Like, we've never done a 3-day screening. They're always one night. So this one will be 3 days, and we're doing it in collaboration with a director from not New York. He's from here, but he lives in LA now. He's directed with, his name's John Sal, by the way, John Salmon. He's worked with Venus and Serena on Nike commercials. What? That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not even trying to be that,
Nah, man.
He's done some.
Shout it out.
He's done some amazing. I didn't even break the iceberg, but he's worked with Vince Staples. He's worked with Zach Fox. Like, he's someone I look up to in this field.
Yeah, he's been working.
Yes. I really admire his work and him, and he's just a really cool dude. So we're doing a 3-day festival, like, conjoining in July, called Don't Make It Weird. Scope Screening presents Don't Make It Weird. And it's gonna be, don't give me, hey, even for tomorrow, if you want to be on the list, let me know for sure. And you are on that list so fast.
I like that. You see how I got those connections? Good people. Come on, man.
Nah, you took care of me, we're gonna take care of you, man.
Absolutely.
Like, I'm from North Carolina, so we got that, you know what I'm saying, that Southern hospitality vibe.
That's what's up. Both of my parents are from the South. My mom was from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and my dad was from Houston, Texas. So, Southern vibes. Shout out to the South.
Shout out to the South, you know what I'm saying? No doubt. My dad actually went to Louisiana for the first time because he just lived there like 2 years ago. So but I went in quarantine, so it was very clean, and it was the cleanest I heard. Canal Street. Yes. It was the cleanest it had ever been. Yeah. Which was nice. Yeah. The one thing about France and New York, they're just so dirty. Yeah. Yeah, there's just trash and smells.
Yeah, I don't know what to say about that, Lex. But anyway, gonna piss off some of my New York fans.
Oh no! I love it. No, time out. I love it.
No, I know what you're saying.
But that's just, I wasn't prepared for that. Like, I was like, whoa.
But it doesn't take anything away from the history.
And
I know what you're saying.
It just smells like Capitol Hill everywhere. How about that?
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I was out there last year in March. Surprisingly, the sun was out. Just went to all the spots. Man, I walked a lot that day.
Yo, I had a crazy blister. I never even had a blister on my foot before. I was so scared, actually. It was like, The most walking I've ever done in my life. I've had a car forever.
Yeah. Yeah. Man, that's what's up. So, aside from scope screenings, what do you have upcoming? What are you working on?
Let's see. That's actually like what a big chunk of my time goes to. That's why we only do it from June to December.
Oh, okay.
So like the first 6 months are what I focus on, like my personal projects and things of that nature.
Okay.
But basically from June to December, it's scope screenings. Like that's like, it's like my baby. But like it takes a lot of mental energy, physical energy, just like coordination. But I love it.
Just like babies.
Yeah.
Yeah. All that, man. That's real. Everything you said. No,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but you gotta water it, you gotta nurture it, you gotta make sure it's okay or it will decay.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Lex, man, is there anything else you want to tell the people at home, or if they want to get in touch with you, or?
Yes, first and foremost, shout out to Seattle Connected. I really appreciate y'all for having me on here. It's been a fantastic experience. If you want to tap in with me, pull up to the scope screenings, because that's where I'll be at in person. But if not, you can follow me at Lexscope on pretty much everything. You can actually just Google it and you'll get blasted with a lot of things and get immersed into our community. Like we have music, graphics, film, modeling, acting. Like there's an entire world to get immersed in. So hope to see y'all there.
At Lexscope.
Yes, sir. Shout out to Seattle Connected.
Thank you. I appreciate that, man. And Lex, I feel honored because I feel like in a few years, no one's going to believe that I interviewed you.
Nah, they're going to come back. They're going to believe it.
I hope so. You got to not switch up, change your phone numbers and all that, or change it, just let me know. But
for some reason, I've had the same phone number since like 7th grade. I need to change it soon, probably, because like I get mad numbers from North Carolina, like probably randoms, like
spam.
All kind of stuff.
We need your support in this election. You're like, who is this?
That is exactly it too. And I'm like, what?
Well, Lex, man, I appreciate you stopping by. I appreciate you sharing your vision with us and the people at home. And man, whatever we can do as a community to support you, we will. We'll spread the word. You know, we want to stay connected with you. You know, blessings on top of blessings, brother. I like what you're doing, man, and keep it up.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
And thank you guys for tuning in as usual. And like I always say, it's important to take care of others, but please make sure you take time to take care of yourself. Until next time, stay connected. Peace.